Monokuma was right, they were killed using similar weapons. Her movements were so smooth and she was so calm. Seeing how comfortable she was actually made me feel a little more comfortable. And right now, it's how they were able to move from the corpse. The nurse's office, where we discovered in here, the repository, all the way from the first floor to third, and all without anyone noticing. I can't see how it's possible. Further, it seems coming down from below the head. It looks like they killed using just hammer 3. Blood. Are we doing this all over again? Really? Okay, then how about, hang on. Huck killed by below the head. Did I talk to you?
I see.
Makoto, I found something. You did.
Hey.
Remember the wristwatch Naga always wore on his left hand? He did? Are you so oblivious to the people around you? Do you dislike other people that much? No, that's not it. Anyway, so you said he had a watch?
So then...
Take a look. It's broken, you can see the hands aren't moving right. Like it broke when he had this counter with the assailant. If you notice, the hands are frozen at just past 6 o'clock. So that would mean the watch was broken sometime just after 6?
That's right.
But last night, Taka's watch definitely wasn't broken. Hey, you! How long are we gonna keep waiting? Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he started pointing his wristwatch. It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that? Bedtime for all the little boys and girls.
In other words...
If it worked at 10 o'clock last night, it couldn't have been broken at 6 p.m. Meaning it would have happened at 6 this morning.
However...
Okay. That's not all. Look at Taka's left hand. It appears to be gripping something. You're right, there's something right in there.
Makoto.
Try to pry it out. Me.
Because...
Rigmar's already set in. Boys are better suited for this kind of manual labor, right? Okay. Because I didn't want to, I grasped Taka's cold hand. The ice cold hand was nearly enough to cause my heart to stop beating. After some effort, I was able to free the object from his tightly clenched fist. A piece of paper.
Hey.
Is that all he had in his hand? Yeah, that's it. A little scrap of paper doesn't seem like much to have a clue, does it?
Is that right?
I wonder about that. Kyoko then turned to Hifumi's body.
So then...
Let's check Hifumi's body now. Perhaps he left us a few clues of his own. Found anything? I did more than I expected, to be honest. Look at this. Hey, a wad of paper.
That's right.
Hifumi had it hidden on him. Hidden.
Indeed.
He stuffed it in his pants, so I can only assume he hid it on purpose, you see. And his pants, wait, so you...
Why is that?
This is his pants, not like his socks or something. I don't know what that means.
Hey.
Anyway, let's take a look at the paper, go ahead and go open it up. When I think of how it was stuffed in his pants, it's like, it better be important to me or I'll never forgive you for this. Oh hey, that's the note. A note? I found a hole able to use to escape. One of them can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
So...
That sounds very familiar. That's it, the same thing Hiro said. And he was telling the truth.
However...
Although it's not exactly the same, is it? Yeah, he said the rec room. Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. Found a hole maybe we need to escape. Monokuma can't find out, saying blah 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 blah, rec room at 1 a.m. The time is different. Hiro told us that his note said to meet at 1 a.m. But the note they wrote to Hifumi said to meet at 6 a.m.
Is that right?
Well, just because Hifumi had the note doesn't mean it was meant for him. Huh?
So...
Part of it had been torn off, right? I think there's literally some meaning there. Some meaning is probably being ripped off. Cause you bought... What do you... Makoto, you fucking idiot. Think carefully.
Hey.
Why would he have been clutching the scrap paper so tightly? I have no idea.
So then...
What if it wasn't just a scrap paper when he was holding it? What if there was something more important? And how would something that important like that become a mere scrap paper? That's what you need to answer.
Hey.
And while we're at it, I should tell you one other thing. The two figures this time definitely had their e-hammocks on them. So the e-hammocks have nothing to do with how the murder was carried out. Not that there was any reason to think they were connected to Kelly's in the first place. So you're saying I don't have to think about the handbook this time, right?
Is that right?
You know, if you didn't have to think about them at all, I wouldn't have gone out of my way to mention it. All I said was that they definitely weren't used to carry out all the murders. There may come a point, however, where handbook may play a role. A handbook may play a role. Oops. But if Kyoko thinks it's important, I better keep it in mind. Ding dong, bing bong. Is it time?
Are you excited? Are you pumped? It's time for the class trial to begin!
Okay.
Like the bright burst of fireworks, like the flash of a soul clashing with life and death. And so, with no further ado, everyone please meet at the usual spot. Make your way to the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
It would seem...
It's unfortunate, but I suppose this is where our investigation comes to an end. You have to figure out the rest for yourself and come to the proper conclusion. Or you can help. Fuck. Yeah, you're right.
Shall we go?
Well, we better get going. Okay. Everyone had heard Monokuma's proclamation, and they were gathered by the red door. And as soon as we were all there... Oh my god.
Monokuma appears!
Hello, hello, hello. He's multiplied.
Wrong.
Nope, not multiplication. It just looks that way because of an illusion. I'm moving so fast, it looks like I multiplied. Can you guys tell which one is the real Monokuma? Please get in the elevator already.
Boy, tough crowd.
You're not playing along.
Stop talking.
We're not here to play with you.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Hey!
If everyone here is ready to go, please board the pantry train elevator. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
Okay then, shall we?
Please!
Hold on, I'm not mentally prepared yet.
What the heck?
You'll never be mentally prepared. You can't run away anymore, Hiro. You're gonna pay for your sins.
What the heck?
I told you already, I didn't do it for serious. That reminds me, did you ever find the other costume or the note? Well, no, but... How unfortunate. It would seem we have our culprit.
Hey,
This isn't the place to talk about it. Save your accusations for when we get to the courtroom.
That's right.
She's right, let's go down there first, then the story can really begin. Yeah, good idea. That's right, have to do it. Can't let whoever killed Hifumi Taka get away with it. For everyone who's still alive, and for the two that lost their lives. Oh, fuck. One who killed Hifumi and Taka, the ones who killed two of our friends. The killer is... someone right here. It wasn't me, you gotta believe me.
hey,
So it begins when we get down there. Can we get Taka back? I mean, not Taka, Toko back? I don't want you.
Yes.
Come on, Big Mac, let's do it. It would appear the culprit's been confirmed. This trial will be over in no time. Are you listening? Wait till we get to the courtroom to continue arguing.
Damn.
I don't like Monokuma's carefree attitude.
just the worst.
Let's hurry up and go so we can make Hiro pay for his crimes. Took one last deep breath and exhaled slowly and made a walk towards the elevator. Once everyone was aboard, The doors closed on their own, and the steel box began to move. Here we go again. The cloaking of the elevator kept us company as we fell further and further down. There was no going back. Until we settled all of this, we couldn't go anywhere. I'm not sure how long it was before the elevator finally came to a stop. The elevator door slid open, opening up onto a cruel fate. When I see all you gathered together like this, I realize just how few of you there are left. Your school life is slowly reaching its climax.
Just the worst.
Only because of you? Why? Why are you making us do such cruel things to each other? Well, what? Do you really hate me so much? I'm just so cute.
Come on.
Stop goofing around and begin the trial. Don't rush me. Of course I'm gonna start it. I will never be locked. Stay tuned for the action-packed class trial commercial break. I never hold out on you like that. Okay, let's begin. Get your side seats. So the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly decision, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly sense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Fuck me. Yeah, got skills, right? No, I want that one. Oh, I don't have any other ones? Oh, well, fuck them. Oh, let's go then. Okay, let's go.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one,
Monokuma, I know.
then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, to begin with,
We already know who did it.
was that?
What was that?
It was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place, and we found him in that suit. Don't try and deny it. You killed them.
I mean, he can try to deny
I
it.
didn't. Someone knocked me out. I was asleep the whole time. I don't know anything about it.
Shut your murdering mouth, murderer!
Oh, shut the fuck up.
How are you calling a murderer?
I am sorry to say, Hiro, but we do have evidence. Blueprints for the suit. Parts we assume were used to build it, and all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling.
Awfully convenient, don't you
It
think?
points to you as having created the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know. I don't know.
Is Hiro really the killer, or for anything else we have to make it that clear?
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough.
No!
No, what's wrong?
What's wrong?
Are we sure Hiro really made those blueprints?
What do you mean?
Well, take a look at this. It's the note that Hiro wrote, asking
Different
everyone
handwriting,
to meet
right?
up after Alter Ego disappeared. The handwriting's obviously different, wouldn't you say? When you compare it to the
Oh yeah,
blueprints.
definitely different handwriting.
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
First of all, that is damn near impossible for anyone to do.
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
Come on. I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
So Makoto,
He's an idiot,
saying
but
you
such a
don't
weird
think
idiot.
Hiro's the culprit?
And he's not the only one. I think Hiro is innocent as well.
What?
Then who was in that Robo-Justice suit?
No, that was Hiro. That was for sure Hiro.
Is it like Hiro said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
The suspicious individual hidden within the suit.
What the fuck? That's weird.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
It was Hiro. And of course, he passes it off to me.
So, who was in the Robo-Justice suit?
So this individual in question, the one that must have been the suit, the Illuminati. It was Hiro.
Other than
Hiro was in the suit, but
I
like,
can't think of anyone else it could have been.
that doesn't mean he did it.
Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit. And we never found any kind of second suit.
Then there can be no doubt. Hiro is the prime suspect.
Ooh, yeah, it doesn't mean he did it
That
though.
doesn't make any sense. You just said Hiro didn't do it.
It makes perfect sense. Hiro was the suspicious individual in the suit, but he's not the culprit.
Exactly.
So what you're saying is...
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo-Justice suit.
There you go, Bianca, you're smart.
What?
Now that's a bold assumption.
And what reason do you have to make such a statement? You do have a reason, yes?
Of course. But before we get to that,
I mean, the
there's
fact that you
something else
couldn't
we
bend
need to
over in it
clarify
makes it
first.
very
So
clear.
let's get that out of the way.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around.
All things have a proper order.
So what is it? What needs to
Like
be
you,
clarified?
underneath my shoe.
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body. It would seem that his corpse was moved using certain particular items.
The tarp and the dolly, right?
Makoto, can you tell us what they were?
Why me?
I got it!
Let's do one more thing. Bye-bye.
I got it! They were a dolly and a tarp, right?
Yep. What's that attitude?
So, let's see if I can explain. Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room. And then we rediscovered it in the repository. And when we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right?
Right.
It was the same tarp that, up until then, was stored in the equipment room. So the killer must have seen it there, and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body. That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Okay, that explains the tarp. And the dolly?
Now, how else would you move it?
Same thing. I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there. But when the body disappeared, so did the dolly. Later, when Taka's body reappeared in the repository, so did the dolly.
In other words, you think they used the dolly to move the body. Am I right?
I mean, yeah, because there's bloodstains on the dolly
But
wheel.
are you sure you are not mistaken?
No, I'm damn sure I'm not mistaken.
Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body?
Yes, there's bloodstains on it.
That dolly was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room. It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room. Is it not possible that it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize it?
She's raised
No,
an
it's
objection.
not.
How do you respond?
It's not possible because I have
There's no
there's
shame
blood on the
in being
wheel.
wrong. Nobody expects much from you anyway.
Shut the fuck up, Celeste.
You have all accepted the fact that you rarely understand what is going on around you.
Wow, I've never had anyone sound so nice while being so mean, but maybe I could change her mind. I can just explain to them why the dolly must have been moved from the equipment room to the repository. Added the bullet. Oh, fuck. Here we go again. But we're loading. Starting with this next bullet time battle, we're going to add one more ingredient to the recipe. On the bottom of the screen, as you hit the tempo marker, you'll see your ammo count. Up till now, there hasn't really been a limit on how you store your opponent's statements. For now, just locking on and pressing the Y button won't be enough to handle them. And now it will cost you one bullet to destroy a single remark. If you're out of bullets, you can't destroy any more statements, no matter how locked on you are. Remember, you can reload by pressing the X button. With locking on, you have time to press the X button in time with the tempo marker. Remember that the X button now, the function A and Y. Quickly reload the time of fever. Blah, blah. Okay, but if your action difficulty is gentle, Okay, okay, okay. Oh, is it one of these already? Fuck, it's so soon. We just started.
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch.
Damn, bitch, why are you being so mean?
I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst, you miserable wretch. You have it wrong. I cannot agree.
Shit.
You are a fool. So pathetic.
Oh, I still got her though. Fuck me.
I cannot agree.
This should prove it.
Why was that so easy? I forgot the tempo, what the special option thing.
If you're asking for proof that the dolly moved, I have it right here.
What button do you press to make
When I found the dolly in
make
the
it work for
repository,
you?
one of the wheels had a blood stain on it. There was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire mark in it that matched the dolly wheel's trail. The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room, and as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository. So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
Jeez, does Celeste really hate me that much?
Well, anyway, that was just something we had to get out of the way. Let's get back to the main subject.
Yeah, the subject of how Robo Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then what kind of robot is it?
I'm not sure that really matters.
Yeah, yeah, it doesn't.
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer. If you look back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately obvious.
Well, to use the dolly, you probably have to bend down, and you can't bend down in the robo suit, so... If you look at how the body was moved, it'll be clear why the person in the suit couldn't have done it. What does he mean by that?
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room. And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Right.
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Well, yeah, but even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over.
No! You can't bend over. You cannot bend over in that suit.
You're absolutely right that you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low. But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
What do you mean?
You said yourself, Hina, you can't bend over in that
Think
suit.
back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together. Remember?
I'm behind the button here. Wait, I'm behind the button here. Can't you see my feet at all? I can't see my feet at all. Surprised you got anywhere in this thing. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. And not to mention, you truly can't bend the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
When you're in that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist. Am I right about that?
Now that you mention it, yeah.
It seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
Well, what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
When you can't even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
Yeah, it'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
You just be quiet, stay in the corner, okay?
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
Which would also require bending over.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
Except you can't take the suit off. You can't take it off by yourself.
I don't think taking off the suit was an option. If you remember...
I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help. Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself? I don't know the stupid freaking thing. Something in the back of there that's keeping you from getting it off. Pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. don't really have much of a choice. Let's help him. I mean, you can't even put it on by yourself
True.
either.
It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without help.
There you go.
You really can't take it off by yourself? Hiro wasn't just making it up?
You were there too.
Of course I wasn't making it up.
If he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it. Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
Yeah, that's right.
So, it's really, really true that Robo Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
To be clear, whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hiro in the robot suit, correct?
Correct.
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took? You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo Justice?
It doesn't show Hifumi being dragged away. It shows Hifumi with the
If
robot.
whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that? Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said?
How'd you get hurt? That guy hit me. Well, good. Robot Justice, or that's what I decided to call him just now.
So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question. The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hiro, without a doubt. Yeah, that's gotta be right.
God damn it, Hina.
Hold on a second.
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion. Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it. Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility? Instead of seizing on one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning. Maybe we'll uncover something new.
What a pain in the ass!
You, be quiet.
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
Does it matter?
All right then, let's take another look back at what happened. I suppose we could start with this morning. 4 of us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself. We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up, so we went to look for everyone. That was
Right.
around 8 a.m.
And as soon
Right.
as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant. I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume. As it turns out, it was Robo Justice.
Picture still does not show him being attacked.
It also
Just want to point
soon
that out.
became clear that this same Robo Justice had abducted Hifumi. We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library. He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect. But not long after leaving the nurse's office,
What's wrong? I saw a shadow. Someone moving around the top of the stairs.
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the second floor. And soon after that,
I saw someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
That was an intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costumed man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was walking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared.
and then,
Oh my god. Huh? What was that? Look at him downstairs, it must have been Hifumi, he's in the nurse's office. This is bad, come on, we gotta go back.
at that point we decided to divide up into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office, while Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect. When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi, dead.
Oh, at least we thought he was dead.
And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement. I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the 3rd floor to let the others know what had happened.
Meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time. Because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the 3 of us headed for the nurse's office. But right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us, and she told us something very surprising.
Hifumi's body disappeared.
We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again.
This can't be happening. We're landing on the same stuff.
But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing. Next thing we knew, we were searching the school for 2 missing dead bodies. And after some time...
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository, which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
I think that about covers it.
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated.
Yeah, quite complicated.
It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation. And from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them. Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
Contradictions hidden and what happened to Taka, or to uncover the truth of the case, to find them no matter what. What button do I press to suck up new bullets?
So, regarding
hold on, okay.
Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
Is it? Numbered, but were they really using that order?
So,
Just because they're using that order,
regarding
their
Taka's
numbers
death,
and they're using that order.
I wonder if he died before Hifumi,
Or perhaps it was. We already know what order they were
Oh,
killed
shit.
in. Taka came
Fuck!
last.
What makes you say...
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was
killed with while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came.
So, I wonder if, or perhaps it was after.
We already know what order they were killed in.
No.
Yeah, hold this on. Hang on. We don't know the order.
Hold on. There's no reason to assume that the hammers were used in the same order as their numbers. If anything, that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order, but in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi?
Yes.
Okay then, let's see the proof.
Fucking watch. Evidence. Really? It's the watch. Oh, the long one. I need an S. W A. Now I need to see and H. Wristwatch. Now I understand.
I got it! Taka's wristwatch! See? Look! It broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer. Because as of last night...
Still fucking worked. Hey, yeah, I don't want to review this all over again.
So if it wasn't broken after 6 last night, then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
And that would be his official time of death.
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
That simple fact slipped past all of us. We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those justice hammers.
That's exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size. That way,
The fuck
when
was
we
us?
saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window. Because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder, but all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
That's right. With him, at least, we're all safe.
Yeah, what was that? Yeah, downstairs. Blah, 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 blah.
When we heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together. Except for Hiro and Kyoko. Then we all ran down to the nurse's office, and that's where we found his body. That's totally true! We're all in the clear!
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on!
If that's true, where's the tape?
I don't know.
Don't just go making stuff
Fucking Hiro, shut up too.
Anyway, we all have
Be quiet, let me
rock-solid
save your life,
alibis
okay?
for when we heard Hifumi scream. Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
Assuming he was dead.
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared. When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct? And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing. Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then!
Even if she could pull that off,
She was still
there's
there when we
no
got
way
back.
She could have done the same with Hifumi's body, because as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.